seen a bright flash of light in my entire life. And I run outside with a fire extinguisher. Open, lights were turned on, fireworks. Now, how many of you want to be your own boss? How many want to be entrepreneurs? Okay. What does the shirt say? Unemployable. Are you unemployable? Thank you so much. Do you mind doing a twirl? Oh, there you go. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Brian. See, the key is, are you unemployable? I've been self-employed for over 13 years, and I can't imagine working for someone else. I'm just too much energy. What would they do with me? Glamorous.
Please welcome Samantha Simon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It has been said that education is critical and massive actions get you paid. I'm Samantha Simon. I'm so glad to have all of you here today because I want to help you save time before you run off and start your business. In fact, I wish there was this class, and there may have been, I just didn't notice it, 20 years ago when I first came to this college. Because if I would have known the tools to save time, it would have made all the difference. So on that first in those days, I ran a beef jerky business. I hand-cut beef jerky for hours and hours by hand. In fact, I had good muscles. But I worked so hard. So that's what I want to cover on this part, is the challenge with this business. I want to share a story with you. Years ago, just to give you an example of how business can be a little too much. So I had 3 buildings. I had a house, a store, and a smokehouse. Okay? So it was really like the lifestyle. I got to live in the mountains and have my store right next door. In fact, I put my slippers on in the morning and go over and turn on the coffee machine and then go back to the house and wait for the door to beep for my first customer sometimes on cold winter days. But what happened is one day I had 2 employees working. And I was over in the house doing some accounting, and I was sitting there typing. And have you ever been in the mountains when a storm blows in? Have you ever noticed in Utah, storms just like, they just blow in. And the sky went dark, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in the mountains. It's not too high tech here. Turn the computer off so it doesn't fry. So I'm trying to exit out of my QuickBooks, and I have never seen a bright flash of light in my entire life. I mean, the house shook right as I'm, close. So in about the same second I was trying to close my computer down, lightning hit my the store directly. So I'm panicked. Fire is not one of my favorite things, especially when you're smoking turkey. So I run over to the store. My roommate in the house is screaming. She's standing in this glass, door screaming, "The smokehouse is on fire!" So I run over and I run past the store and I run to the smokehouse because that's what's on fire. And I run in and I have a $30,000 piece of equipment literally on fire. I have to turn off all the main power because flames are coming out of the vent system up at the top. So I turn everything off, the flames go away, and I'm like, check the store! And I run back. At this point, it's hail, it's raining, and my 2 employees were in the store. They were packaging some smoked trout. And there's this one guy I had working for me, Lloyd. No neck, used to be on the wrestling team in Camas, and he's running around, I gotta call my wife! I just gotta call my wife! I'm like, where's Marge? I just gotta call my wife! I gotta call my wife! And I'm like, snap out of it! Where is the other employee? Well, what had happened is Marge was packaging trout, and she put her hand on a stainless steel cooler the very instant the lightning hit the store. In that moment, true story, she's lighting up like a tree because she can't get her hand off. What happened is the electricity went through and connected to all the grid between all 3 buildings. What was very interesting is the minute the GFIs, those little safety things, if you're hair drying, it will turn off, they started on fire. Literally, smoke coming out. When that finally burned the connection, her hand came off. Lloyd still, I gotta call, it's a Marge and there's trout, I gotta call. I'm like, So I check her vitals, I sit her down, and I'm like, okay, there's still a fire, everybody's safe, and I run outside with a fire extinguisher. And I climb up the hill, because the store and everything was up against this hill, and I'm looking, and the hail is hitting me in the face, and I'm looking, and the fires, because of the rain, were put out. Now, if you know that when you start your business, you might want to have a plan. Here, why do you want to run your own business?
For me, I like to feel in control. Basically, I like to take responsibility for my actions, whether it's obtaining the reward for it or it's taking responsibility for something that went wrong.
Okay, you like the control, because you can take responsibility for the growth, the benefits, and also like, man, I could kick myself, I could keep moving more. You're in charge. Yeah, on the back row?
It's just what you're meant to do. You just know it from your soul deep down, and the perks are awesome. Traveling to different countries, hotels, you know,
Exactly.
whatever perks you want.
It's your destiny, it's your calling. I've said this many times, I am destined for more. Are you destined for more? Absolutely, every one of you is destined for more. You're not in this room on accident. You're here to make a difference. Whatever business you do, whatever it is you do, we are all meant to make contribution. So what is it that we are supposed to do? To connect you with 5 tools. That's the handout I gave you. I want to connect you with 5 tools that's going to save you time when you start your own business.